moving its sunset point along the horizon will exactly line up with the street grid of Manhattan. So people who were taught their whole lives the sun rises in the east and sets in the west are thinking that the sun rise and set points don't move, but they do. And it's because they move, it allows you to identify the exact day for which it perfectly aligns with the grid. And the Manhattan grid, it's a famous grid. They're big rectangles except for where Broadway cuts through. That's the old street that they retained in the middle of the grid. But right now, the cross streets that cut straight through Manhattan go across the Hudson River into New Jersey, and we get to see the sunset over New Jersey, and it's a cloudless day, and so we very much look forward to this now in just a couple of hours.
Why is it so popular? I mean, there are so many people here today, waiting for hours.
It's fascinating. No one's ever asked me that question. That's a great question. So think about it. If you're driving your car, if you're walking down the street, if the sun is about to set, you pause and you just bask in the majesty of a sunset, even though it happens every day. So there's something magical about it. So now juxtapose a sunset that we're already interested in with this canyon of buildings that we live in, that we go to work in, that it's our city. But now the city is framing something natural. The city is framing the sunset. And we all love our city here in New York. And so now you combine our city with the sunset. And all I could think of was when I visited Stonehenge, that stones lining with the sunrise, maybe we can have buildings aligning with the sunset. And so then I call it Manhattanhenge. And so I published a photo of this now 22 years ago. Wow. And then we started publishing the dates and times for it. Then more and more people were spilling into the streets at those dates and at those times. And so now, I mean, you can't count how many, it's tens of thousands of people now. And I've said this before, finally, we have a reason to stop traffic other than Con Ed digging holes.
This is very true. So for you, it brings a bit of magic, we could say, to New York?
So for me, Manhattanhenge brings not magic, but majesty. Magic is things are happening, you don't know what it is. I know exactly what's happening here. Earth is turning on a tilted axis and the sunset point is shifting. I got this, okay? But the fact that it makes something beautiful, it adds to the, there's science, and then there's as science manifests to our senses. And so often, as it manifests, becomes something that is either unforgettable or something that forces you to take pause and reflect on the beauty and majesty of the universe. And I, as a city person, yes, I've been to mountaintops and observed and I drink in the cosmos from the most beautiful sights in the world. Yes, but my home is a city. And if I can juxtapose the universe with my city, that makes it that much more special to me and apparently to many other New Yorkers.
Thank you so much.
Well, can I add one thing?
Yeah, sure.
When I first wrote about this, I said, surely every city can have a henge. I just said, why not? And then I looked at city maps, and it's like, not all streets go, there's a park in the way, or there's a mountain in the way. Many cities are in valleys, and so so it turned out to be rarer than I imagined it would be for the world. So there's something, people send me photos, Torontohenge. It's a street with some private homes to the left and right. No. No. Nice try, but keep at it, okay? So anytime you can line it up, I'd say do so, and it'll attract a crowd. And since when does the universe not attract a crowd?
Perfect. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Au revoir.
Thank you.
Au revoir.
I heard